The VSN Arcade Podcast.
Did I ever tell you what the definition of insanity is?
Minion! Draw their fire with your face!
Not the smartest way to greet the heavily armed group that just kicked in your door.
Head to virtualsportsnetwork.com and sign up for the forums today.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand spanking new edition of the Virtual Sports Network Arcade Radio Podcast, sponsored by VSN, aka Virtual Sports Network. Sign up for the forums today. With us is a very special guest, as well as series regulars. So without further ado, let's start off with episode number 97. Producer man himself, Mr. Swarley, how are you?
It's episode 96.
You jumped the gun.
So we're skipping the whole UFC thing that's up. That's allegedly episode 96.
He didn't number it, so it's not 90. So this isn't 97.
In your face, Phil. 96. There we go. So how are you, by the way?
I'm all right.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Also with us this evening is the one, the only, one-armed assassin himself, Mr. Dub. Welcome back. How are you?
What's happening? I went on vacation, and there was a revolution at our home. It was amazing.
Okay, so what happened with the revolution? That sounds pretty interesting that you can't sleep.
I was talking about Virtual Sports Network Revolution. The things that are going on there. If you want to be entertained, go to sign up for the forums today and be entertained by 30-year-olds bitching at each other.
It's been happening for over a decade. Anyways, last but not least, Baltimore's finest, returning himself, the one and only, he who shall not be named, Mr. Twigg. How are you?
But you just named him.
You did, and prepare for it. There it is.
Yeah.
DJ Twigg.
Yeah, you just named me. Am I not to be named, or am I being named?
Let's just call it Voldemort and call it a day.
Yep. Voldemort. Don't say that name. How are you, by the way?
Honestly, and speaking with what Nub was just referencing, I'm pretty great, because basically all the fucking turd buckets that I couldn't stand have pretty much left the site, so pretty happy about that.
Shout outs to the turd buckets.
Speaking of turd buckets, that's what Jay's going to get in the mail.
Yes!
It's a big old ball of shit.
Right.
Shoved inside a small box, put inside of a bucket, sent to me.
It's going to be one of those...
He's going to use one of those clay spinners that people make vases out of, and he's going to shit in it and mold a bucket.
I thought he would make a vase made of Duke.
No. You need to use one of those buckets like that little kids get to make sandcastles with the shovel on the side, and poop right in that. So that way, at least when he tips it over, it could be a shit castle.
See, I figured he'd wait a week and just fill that entire thing up and then cover the bottom of it with saran wrap and then send that to me. So it'd just be just a sandcastle thing full of poop. Maybe.
It could be called Castle Uke.
Alright, enough of that. Let's get on topic here. We are talking about the pre-E3 podcast here this evening. So that's why we have gathered up this cadre of people who are very well knowledgeable when it comes to E3 and all the folks that are involved with it. So without further ado, before we start on that, we have to get on topic with the agenda, and that is going to start with gaming pickups and games played. So since Twigg is miraculously returned to the podcast, we have to talk about the games you picked up recently. Twigg, go ahead.
Well, actually, just today, I was down, took my mom and my grandmother out for belated Mother's Day dinner.
Mother's Day was a month ago.
Yeah, I understand that. But my mom had to have foot surgery, so she's been laid up for a while, so we postponed it.
Sorry about that. And corns, man.
corns and bunions. Yeah, so it was today, and there's a retro game store near where she lives, because there's none anywhere around me. So I figured I'd take advantage while I was down there, and picked up some OG Xbox games. Got NHL 2K5 NFL 2K5, Amped, and Return to Castle Wolfenstein, because I'm loving the new Wolfenstein game, so figure for $5, why not? And then I got some NES games, Genesis game, and a couple SNES games, because I'm super stoked about the Retron 5, which, by the way, I don't know if you guys are aware, today is actually the official release day for the Retron 5. It finally came out. It was delayed about 1,029 times. Finally came out today. Mine was shipped from Amazon today. I should hopefully receive it Monday or Tuesday. So I'm stocking up, getting some more old games, and I am super excited about that thing.
Wait, we need to have a talk.
Why?
You took your mom and your grandmother out for a Mother's Day day, and you went and bought video games.
This is afterwards.
You need an intervention.
This is during the same day that you took care of your mother-in-law's fucking corns and bunions.
I'm calling Caitlin the cop. We're going to have an intervention.
It's not like I said, hey, order yourself an appetizer, go next door real quick.
We're going to take a walk.
I gotta go take this. I'll be right back. 1 hour later. What the fuck? Russian attack? What the hell have you been doing? I thought you were taking a dump. Did that?
Nope, had the dinner. I took them home. Then went to the retro game store.
Oh, that's nice of you to drive them back and then drive all the way back to the previous location, miles away. Still a problem, still the same day.
Which, by the way, the employee at said retro game store was, I mean, if you were to just try to imagine a game nerd in your mind, that would be that guy.
So it was your twin brother.
So it was like John.
Right. Actually, he looked very similar to you, Swarley. But he was way more hunchbacked. I mean, he had like no neck. It was all shoulders.
Like the
shoulders, his head right into the neck. I mean, nice, super nice dude, but yeah.
Do you look like you lifted, or do you look like comic book guy?
No. Definitely comic book guy. I am 100% sure he lives in his mom's basement. Yeah. He smelled of old cheese.
Beef jerky?
And Doritos.
And Dorito. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he still had orange Dorito dust on his fingertips.
Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
Was he wearing sweatpants?
No, he was not wearing sweatpants. Actually, I wasn't really paying attention. I know he's wearing like a dirty T-shirt, but that's about all I really remember. I wasn't trying to take him out on a date, so it wasn't really.
I'm just saying, a lot of smelly cheese people wear the sweatpants. Right. I'm not saying you actively seek out those people. You might. I'm not here to judge. I'm just saying, if you had them, feel free to share.
Right. But, yeah. I know you guys were talking, yes, before we started recording, you were talking about profiling. I'm not trying to profile this guy as a gigantic game nerd that lives in his mom's basement, but he fit the profile.
The irony of this statement is hilarious.
He just doesn't know.
Hey, I'd never not admit that I am a giant game nerd, but I am not what people would call the stereotypical game nerd. Everyone associates with gaming the guy that's like 35 years old, still lives in his mom's basement, eats Doritos, just swigs Mountain Dew, and plays JRPGs all day. That was that guy.
Don't you besmirch JRPGs.
So aside from not living with your mother anymore, and the whole JRPG thing, because we both know you hate Japanese games, you pretty much still fit that profile.
I do like the occasional Dorito.
So 60%, that makes you classic.
But I'm like, just like very handsome. And that guy isn't.
Yeah, I know. I've seen pictures. You're like, no, I don't want to compare myself to a movie star.
You look like a straight-up creeper, and we all know that.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I forgot. I look like John C. Reilly.
Those beady eyes.
Yeah, John C. Reilly. So, yeah, but besides that, you
bought a bunch of old games.
Yeah, so old games, and because I'm sick about the Retron 5, and of course Wolfenstein, got Mario Kart, which I just ran downstairs real quick to update my Wii U, which, well, I love how intuitive Nintendo is with their online, because any other console in this day and age, you start up, if it needs some kind of update, it tells you need an update, or... I know this sounds crazy, it just automatically updates it. No, not the Wii U. Starts up, looks like everything's cool. I went to settings, I'm like, oh, let me tab all the way over 17 pages to the console update. Click on it, said, yeah, you need an update. I'm like, oh my god, why do I have to do this myself? Why when it boots up, doesn't it say, yep, you need an update, let's go ahead and do that? Nope, because it's Nintendo, and Nintendo's dumb. So, yeah. Mario Kart.
I know that feel, bro.
Yeah, so Mario Kart. I got Watch Dogs. That is still in the plastic. Of
course it is.
Because I want to finish Wolfenstein first. I don't want to be...
Twig likes his plastic.
I have quite the track record of not finishing games.
You like buying fucking coasters.
Yes, exactly. $60 coasters. So I do not want to jump into Watch Dogs. So I know, because... Swarley will back me up. I'm a huge, huge fan of open world games like Watch Dogs. So I have a feeling once I start playing Watch Dogs, I'm going to get sucked in. I'm not going to want to play anything else. I want to make sure Wolfenstein is completed before I get into Watch Dogs. So,
alright.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it recently.
So if you fast forward an hour later, we're now going to talk about Kidding. It's good stuff, though. Let's immediately go to Nub here. Let's talk about your gaming pickups and what have you played recently, Nub?
Watch Dogs, beat it. Gotten back into War Thunder since America's now a part of the whole thing, and PC people are kicking my ass. So I got that going for me.
You got them joysticks?
Yeah, so that's cool. I'll get better. Pretty much, my PS Plus games. Pixel Junk Shooter, because we all know how much I love them Pixel Junk games. And it looks awesome, like visually.
Stuff.
Hey, what's the difference between the PS4 version and the PS3 version?
PS4's got Pixel Junk 1, or Pixel Junk Shooter 1 and 2, and I think they added some levels.
Yeah, they added a bunch of levels.
Oh, okay.
It's both of them put together and a bunch of levels.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was both of them put together. That's cool.
And a significant graphical update. It looks good.
Those games are co-op, right? Because I remember I played both of them. It's been a long time.
It's local co-op.
Local co-op or battle mode.
Yeah, you can play with other people online in battle mode, but I'll go over it later, or probably not at all.
Jay's so shook. He does not want this.
Dude, I put Bomber in the fucking ground. What makes you think that you're not going to end up the same?
I put Bomber in the fucking ground. In NBA 2K, I have one hand.
That's a sports game. He's bad at sports games.
He's bad at all games.
Love you, Bomber. Anyways. What else have you played?
I would say Team Up, but we've been trying to play Team Up for like a week now. We can't get a game started because 2K needs a server update.
But they have 2K15 coming out.
And it's going to be the same servers, and it's going to be terrible.
But you get to play as an MVP. It's got Kevin Durant on the cover.
I don't respect Kevin Durant's game. He can shoot a jumper, and if you blow on him, pretty much if Lance Stevenson was guarding Kevin Durant would be at the line 70 times instead of the 15 that he's at a game.
I love the fact that anytime Lance Stevenson gets brought up, it's always about blowing on people.
Like, seriously, I don't know how he ends up with the most free throws when he hardly ever drives to the lane unless it's wide open. He gets these magical fouls. Like, LeBron should have more fouls should have more free throws than Kevin Durant. That's beside the point. 2K servers need a lot of work. They need to really update from the GameSpot servers.
Well, they really have no other competition other than NBA Elite and... I'm kidding.
It's NBA Live, Jay.
Yeah, it's alive. Elite died after Jesus buying them.
This is true. Yeah, NBA Live, I guess, to be their own competition, and that game is still under construction.
Pretty much.
So.
It'll get there, maybe, hopefully.
I'm hoping that you guys will be able to put in some team-up time before 2K15 comes.
I hope so, too. I really hope so.
Okay. You got anything else?
No. No, I put a lot of time into Watch Dogs. We'll talk about that later.
Will do. All right. So, last but not least, Mr. Producer Man himself. I know you have some game pickups and games played that you like to talk about, so please share.
It's not too long of a list. Watch Dogs, been playing that. Like Nub said, we'll get to that later. Loving it, though. Picked up Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U. That game is a lot of fun.
That game makes me want to buy a fucking Wii U, and no other game makes me want to do that.
It's a lot of fucking fun.
I'm just saying, Luigi's Death Stare is the greatest thing to happen to gaming in a long time.
I find it hilarious that my favorite podcast that some people listen to, I'm probably going to plug it, was it Laser Time, whatever? Like, they were doing their own Mario Kart release broadcast thing, whatever. That got gift, and now that's become like a big-ass meme of Luigi just death-staring fucking Waluigi after fucking him up with a green shell. What now, bitch? Just drove away.
Yeah.
It's the most hateful look of all time.
You should pull a Pepper and just buy the bundle.
Buy some things this week. Other people's birthdays are coming up, but soon.
Yeah, give me Transistor.
I'm not gonna buy you a fucking game. We haven't this before. It's not happening again.
Just do it.
Whose birthday is coming up?
My parents' birthdays are coming, and my birthday is this Saturday.
Mine? Oh, you're gonna be old as hell, aren't you?
Yes,
As in tomorrow?
Yes.
What?
Road trip?
How old are you gonna be?
29.
Old as shit.
29.
29! Anyways, we're talking way over Swarley, and he should be talking about his video games. I apologize for interrupting yet again, Swarley. Go ahead.
Unbelievable.
Totally professional.
My last pickup of the last week or two is I bought 3 tracks and a new car in iRacing.
So you did not get Watch Dogs?
I did. That was the first thing I mentioned.
I don't remember that.
I did.
Watch Dogs, Mario Kart 8, and 3 tracks in the car in iRacing.
I would like to say that nobody cares about iRacing, but basically iRacing is Forza for PC people. So
it's we shouldn't even compare it to Forza because it just kicks its dirt in the ground all day.
I don't know. I think you just biased because of Apex Racing.
It's probably because Forza has, old school fucking cardboard people and the crowd. Like that's an old NES trick. Like we don't know that.
No, the physics and just puts Forza to shame.
Oh, I'm sorry, I yawned. Sorry.
Shut up, Twig. Anyways, so what else have you been going on with you, Swarley?
That is, I think that's it.
Okay. Now that I've yelled at Twig, I like Twig to talk to me about Watch Dogs because we're about to review that next. We're going to start with you, Twig. You did not play it.
Were you really not listening at all?
Let's not listen.
The box is shiny.
What's the back of the box?
I like how on the front of the box it
What
says
system did you get it on?
Come on, bro. Come on.
Look, I don't know.
On the Xbox One?
You've been pitching your Uno for a lot.
60 minutes of extra footage or gameplay.
You've been trying to get people to play your Uno for a long time now, so I thought you just neglected it.
Twig, did you buy it on Steam?
Yes. Yeah. I got iWatch Dogs on Steam, and I bought 3 extra car packs and some mission packs. No. The PlayStation 4, of course.
There you go. Still waiting on those residuals.
I mean, why wouldn't you? Why if you have both consoles or both new gen, whatever the hell you want to call them, why would you not get the PS4 version?
Well,
right?
Currently, everybody either bought an Xbox One because they're Microsoft loyalists, or they were forced to by gunpoint, or you got a PlayStation 4 because you're a Sony loyalist, or because you wanted the cheaper console that had better stuff on it.
No,
that's beside the point.
That's not what I asked. I said if you had both consoles like I do, why would you not buy the PS4 version?
if you had more friends in Xbox One and that you know we're going to play the game online as well, you'd buy it for that?
No.
Nobody buys
No new friends. We don't need friends.
That's true.
Make new friends.
Make new friends. My old friends need to go in the garbage. I need new friends.
Right?
Sony fanboys only, please.
Wow.
Yeah, same.
You should get more. I seriously think you should get more a Wii U and Mario Kart. That'd be awesome.
I really do.
I won't.
But we're not talking about that game. We're talking about Watch Dogs. Now, I know Nub has just finished the game because I actually listen to what he says.
No spoilers in talking about this.
I can do this. All I can say is that the last mission was an absolute bitch. But no, Watch Dogs surprised me because I've said for months my biggest fear was that it ended up being like Assassin's Creed being super repetitive. It was a little repetitive, but nowhere near Assassin's Creed 1 levels. So that was a win, for me at least. Had a very GTA-esque like feel. And, you're stealing cars or whatever, driving around the city and go cause whatever rampage you want, evade the cops, or just hack shit, because that's what's fun. What I liked was that it was really, really easy to be able to look at the city while you're driving or whatever and know exactly what you needed to do with the hacking. Like, it became second nature after maybe 30 minutes of playing. You're like, okay, I know exactly how to evade cops or, set up whatever I need to get away with the hacking.
Those hidden parking garages are beautiful.
So clutch.
When you come across one, you just get the biggest smug smile of all time. You're just like, yeah, fuck you.
It was so clutch. I actually I went to online hacking like 2 days ago. Actually, that might have been yesterday. Besides the point. But yes, I went to a parking garage and started the hack, and this dude could not find me. As I'm sitting on the first floor of the parking garage, you can see like where I knocked over like cones and shit. He ends up on the third floor while I'm just sitting there. I sat in his truck the entire time, just letting it go. And he never came across me. And like, parking garages are the greatest hiding spots of all time. But story-wise, it started off slow, but pretty much halfway through Act 2, halfway through Act 2, I hit that point where it really started catching me, where I'm like, I'm about to play this, and I binged from halfway to Act 2 to the end that day.
Okay. Given the runtime from start to finish, how long did it take you to finish the game?
Well, consider I spent a considerable amount of time of people watching, because I got lost and I fell down that rabbit hole. I ended somewhere around 18 hours.
Okay.
But you did not do like all the side stuff though, right?
I did a lot of the side stuff, but not all of it. Not all of it, but I can always go back and do it. But I never did not a single digital trip.
You did not touch any digital trips.
No
That's like the best part of the game.
I did none of them. Like I said, once I got halfway through Act 2, I was in it. I was ready to go. All about my vengeance at that point.
Gotcha. Okay.
Let me ask you this: how would you compare it? I mean, just in overall fun to Infamous Second Son, considering that's the most recent open world style game that has released prior to Watch Dogs.
It's a different kind of fun. Because Infamous, you are an all powerful being, and the movement in Infamous, you're not cars. You have these crazy superpowers that you learn how to use. Like Smoke ended up being my best travel, even though with Neon being what it was. I learned how the city was laid out to where Smoke was by far my fastest mode of travel and stuff. And I mean, just being a superhero or a villain or whatever you want to do, it's a different kind of fun because, like I said, Watch Dogs is more GTA style without it being completely, crazy and just off the wall. It's more grounded. So I don't think it'd be fair to compare it to Infamous. You really are better off comparing it to GTA.
Yeah.
That's just the honest truth on that one.
Some things that there's one thing. Was it the other night? I was finding it impossible to get into any story missions because I kept getting those notifications of, this is happening, and I'd just be like, oh, that sounds fun, and I'd go do that, and I'd be like, all right, it's time to do a mission. And then on my way, another thing would pop up like, oh, hell yes, I'm going to do that. So, I mean, it was just endless. Like, the enemy convoys, those are so much fun. And delivering cars, that's a lot of fun. Lately, I've been really enjoying hacking into the CTOS towers, whether it's the first one in the area where it's, how like the first one's a little different, and then there's those, you unlock those other little ones. I'm enjoying both types of those a lot. It's kind of a fun puzzle type thing. And then they throw in, the game combines so many different types of games. Like you've got some platforming and parkour type stuff, like you get with Assassin's Creed.
Parkour?
Hardcore parkour. They bring in the, like unlocking the towers, that kind of comes from Far Cry 3 and what they did in AC4 as well. You got
I love that Far Cry.
But I mean, it's even better in this game because it's kind of puzzle like in how you
better.
Yeah,
you get the zip line down from it.
No. But
no tigers either, by the way.
And then they do a good job with the open world. They did a really good job in bringing the city to life. It feels like an actual city.
Well, with people watching being one of the main things that you end up doing, they did a good job in bringing, activity. There's not a real dead area at all throughout the entire city.
Right. Because
you're always profiling. If you're just trying to jack money, like I ran into the moral dilemma of a cancer patient who had like $200,000 in his account. Like, man, I could totally jack this, but I'd feel bad about it.
Exactly. I'm always looking through people's bios, figuring, I'd probably feel like shit if I stole this guy's money. Oh, this guy watches child porn. Yeah, I'm taking his money.
Right.
Wait, does it in like standard Ubisoft fashion, when you take over these towers, does the camera pan around the entire city?
It goes to a digital look of the city as it opens up.
Love it. Love it already.
But, I mean, it just does such a good job of combining so many different types of games. Yeah, I thought that was good. One of my favorite things to do while driving around, drive over the bridges, make them go up, and just fly off of them. It's so much fun. What else? I will say that, I mean, you're not getting a game that looks like when it was revealed. The graphics aren't as good. I mean, it doesn't look bad at all.
Right.
So that's what I was going to ask you. Like, does it... Because all these YouTube videos and stuff I've seen, obviously they don't do the game justice. Like,
right.
So it doesn't look anywhere near...
No.
Like
it's not jaw-dropping like when they first revealed the game in 2012, but it doesn't look bad either.
Look, the only two games that come through in the clutch when it comes to graphics, to how they look at their reveal, are Infamous and Killzone.
Right. Would you say that graphics aside, do you think that the game has lived up to the hype that you had back when it was first announced?
I hate to say no, but I would probably have to say no, it doesn't. But at the same time, I'm still really enjoying it.
Well, really, I would say with the hype you build in your mind, especially seeing the previous demo from the previous E3. Like, look how great these explosions look how awesome this is going to be when you start playing. And then it's obviously going to be scaled back, especially when they push the game back. Something went wrong, I would believe, in production that made the game what it is today. Still good. You still get to do all these different side quests and the story and things like that. But it's never going to be what you build up in your mind. Especially, they even like coin the actual graphical content. Like, this is a digital slice. It's not the full game. It's not even really finished in alpha yet. But this is what it could look like. It will never look like that. But at the same token, like Swarley was saying, it doesn't live up to everybody's expectations. But it's still a good enough game to. Didn't they say it was supposed to be like the fastest selling or the highest grossing game from Ubisoft so far?
Yeah, it sold more than
4 million over the weekend.
Yeah, like even like this game would have to be utter dog shit for everybody to like buy it and return it, and for Ubisoft to get like no money off of it. Everybody was looking forward to this game. It was supposed to be a system seller for the PlayStation 4. Didn't pan out that way, but Ubisoft made a mad amount of bank for this game coming out. So it's. If you had to go by arbitrary numbers, you could say, like, what, it's an 8.5, barely scraping a 9. Not perfect, but still good enough to go out and buy, sight unseen. You guys...
I'd give it an 8.
Like, people were expecting it to be the end-all, be-all, one of the first real next-gen experiences, which it's really not, but it's still a lot of fun.
I would say, given the scope of what we've seen through third-person sandbox-type games, like we've already played Assassin's Creed 4. We've already played the GTA 5 games. We've already played Saints Row. Like, everything that we played up to this point has basically been, other than Assassin's Creed 4, and even then that was an up-res version, everything else has been on previous-gen systems. Like, we've always waited for NPCs to be walking around doing stuff. Like, you kind of see that in GTA 5, but not really. There's actual personifications, especially like how KNUBB was saying, how you hack people's phones, listen to their conversations while they're talking to other people. Like, those actually feel like live conversations, like you would listen to if you had the abilities like Main has in the game, I would believe.
I think GTA 5 did a pretty good job of that. I mean, you could literally watch someone get off of a bus, follow them,
or you can end up in a desert and find nobody for miles.
Well, yeah, you could do that too. And you could follow them. You could follow, like, a landscaper, watch him get off a bus, go to a house, start mowing a lawn, watering a lawn, and then wait for him, and then he'll get back on, wait at the bus stop at, like, 5 p.m., catch his bus, and follow him back home. I mean, that's pretty in-depth.
I would say this game brings the world and the people in it to life even better.
I feel like it's more lifelike, in my personal opinion. Now, if you're people watching like KNUBB has done in this game, obviously you're going to see even more. Obviously, these are programmed statistics within an AI engine. They're not real, but at the same token, like, I would love to see the script that goes behind, like, especially when you do the hacking intrusions.
Me too. Oh my god!
It's just like you get to watch somebody playing through their Kinect bar, even though technically it's not a Kinect bar, but it is. You get to see somebody play video games, or you get to I actually saw somebody get friend zoned in a game. I thought that was fucking hilarious. I'm sitting there.
I don't know how many times I've seen hookers hit on people.
Yeah, there's always since Aisha Tyler, she's like big Ubisoft.
She's in the game. You do know this, right?
Yeah, I know this. What I'm saying is, like, that was, like, the big hidden Easter egg. And even when you go and you find her, like, she has a conversation, too. It's not just, hi, I'm Aisha Tyler. Thank you for finding me. It's like, there's an actual conversation in the game. I love seeing
it. Look at her face.
I haven't gotten that far, but I'm not.
Oh, if you stand in there and watch her long enough, like, what do you want?
If you sit there long enough being a creeper, yeah, that should happen to you. With, like, anybody.
True story.
But,
bottom line, though, I mean, obviously, as far as the value proposition, my opinion aside, because I spend $60 on coasters, there's no doubt in any of you guys' minds that this is worth $60.
Out of the collection of PlayStation 4 games that are available right now, and I pretty much bought all of them except for, like, Knack and maybe 1 or 2 digital games. If you bought the system and you have to play a game, this should be one of them.
Yeah, but it's not even that. Let's say, well, what if you don't even own a PS4 or an Xbox One? You're telling me that you don't think this would be worth a $60 purchase on PS3 or 360?
I would ask you, other than if you're stuck with the next, like all of us combined have not played the last gen versions of these games. Like, obviously the graphics are not going to be looking great. We care about gameplay. I would tell you that if you're buying a game like this, then you should be gearing up more towards current gen with PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, and not play this on last gen.
Right.
Otherwise, just basically answer your question. Like,
you should buy this.
Buy the fucking game.
It's worth $60.
Buy being dumb.
Right.
Buy the fucking game.
Buy it.
Right. That's all I'm asking.
It's one of the best Ubisoft games they put out.
Right.
So if that's your thing, get it. You're going to like it.
And before we move on, another thing I'd like to commend them on is the animations are very smooth. And I'm really enjoying, jumping over a ledge and then maybe he's high up and when he lands does a little roll. I mean, all like some of the times in last gen games, you'd get a little hiccup between different animations and stuff. They're so fluid, and it's something that probably goes pretty unnoticed a lot, but they're beautiful. They're beautiful to watch.
I'm sorry. The way you said that, you sounded so excited when you said that. The animations, they're so smooth.
Should I sound angry about their good animations?
You just hear softcore porn music in the background while he's talking.
I just picture Swarley playing Watch Dogs. One hand on the controller.
Saxophone in the background.
Yeah, exactly. And one hand on the controller, the other hand down his pants, going, "Oh my god, these animations are so smooth."
That's exactly what I do.
I can't do that.
Look at him do that roll. Oh.
There you go.
There you go. Seal of approval.
To your heart's content with Watch Dogs, but we got to move on.
What? Why isn't that on the back of the box? Swirly from Gaul says the animations are so smooth.
Maybe because I just said it right now.
What?
Maybe because I said it like almost a week after, after release.
Look, when they re-release the Game of the Year edition,
right, it's going to be on there.
It's going to be on there.
Everybody wants that front of the box title thing, but we got to move on. This is the pre-E3 cast. We have to talk about E3 predictions. Apparently,
Wait a second. This fucking thing took over an hour to get started. Now all of a sudden you're in a hurry?
Yes.
Okay.
Shut your mouth. Let's go.
I'm just checking.
Shut up. Anyways, basically we have a checklist here of things that we know that are going to be here at E3 next week, as well as maybe some things that we would like to see a little bit later on. But we're going to touch on... Are we going through checklist here, Swarley, or are we just going up the bullet points? As far as what we know of so far. Like EA, obviously, Ubisoft, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, shit like that.
Let's just go through each company first, what they are confirmed to... The big stuff they're confirmed to show.
Okay. Well, since Twigg is such an X-bot here, we're going to start with Microsoft. Now, officially, unofficially, Microsoft's announced that Xbox E3 2004 is going to take place at 12:30 p.m. Eastern or 9:30 a.m. Pacific, June 9th. Midge Nelson himself allegedly had detailed event on the blog and said that
Whoa. You said 12:30 Eastern?
Yes.
And 9:30 Pacific. Okay. Alright. And then okay, never mind.
Hey, I would kick you off this broadcast if I wasn't recording it. Anyways, Microsoft is officially...
You aren't recording it.
I am recording it. I should kick Twig off right now. Anyways, this official press conference is going to be, is going to be called Xbox: Game On. And according to Microsoft, they're promising everything from in-depth looks of previously announced games to trailers for unannounced games coming in 2014 and beyond. I don't have an official list of exactly what they're going to be showcasing through the Xbox One and other Microsoft products. Do you have a listing of that, Swarley, or do we have to just,
Let's be honest.
Let's talk about what we're most excited for.
That's last.
No, I mean, in that we know of.
Officially, we know about Halo 5, right?
No one cares about Halo. You know what I'm excited for Microsoft show?
Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive.
Oh my god, that game looks so fun.
I just want to be inside of it.
I want to. Yeah.
So good.
I would totally get a Uno for Sunset Overdrive. I might get an Uno for Sunset Overdrive.
It's so fun.
That's one of the games that's saving my Uno right now.
See? I want it.
God. And of course, I mean, my middle name may as well be Open World Games. Because I love them.
That's a weird middle name.
It is a weird middle name. I think it might be Swedish. I'm not sure. But
I thought it was gibberish.
Possibly German.
Yeah. But, oh my god. I mean, I love those types of games. But god, that game just looks like just pure, unadulterated fun.
Yeah, I don't even care what it's about.
Yeah, no
it
one
just
really
looks.
cares.
It just looks fun.
It could have no story. It could just start off and go, Sunset Overdrive comes up on the screen, and then it just drops you in the world, and there you go.
Like,
you have no idea.
Like that PS2 game State of Emergency. No story at all, just fun.
Yep, there you go. Just start fucking shit up, riding on rails, on electrical lines, jumping down, jumping off cars, shooting things.
I just want it.
Oh, and it's just like so vibrant and colorful. Like it's not, all this gray and brown, and
it's Jet Set Radio with guns.
Speaking of brown, Jay, you're getting something brown in the mail.
It's gonna give you pink eye.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I dig Sunset Overdrive just for the basic fact that the company behind it has been under Sony's thumb for so long, and they're telling them, hey, make this game, make the same game, make the same type of game, and then it comes to a point where they're like, okay, well, we're not really getting anything, you guys are getting the most money out of it, so either give us some money or we're going to go. And they leave as an independent studio, go and work out with Microsoft, and then just make a stupidly awesome game about an energy drink that makes a lot of zombies, and you just go out and have fun and kill them.
It makes me sad.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, though. Do you think that game is going to be the payoff that Microsoft wants it to be? Because, I mean, just look at their track record, because, the Resistance games, I really enjoyed them, but I don't think they...
Very underrated games.
Yeah, they didn't come anywhere near to the expectations I think that Sony wanted. And then, of course, you got Fuse, which that
was on EA.
Yeah, no one cared about that, even though, from what I've played of it, it's definitely a fun game, but it's not like I think I paid like $10 for it. It comes off as like a $20 game. Like, if I would have paid more than $20, I'd be pretty disappointed. It's definitely nothing special. So it's like, their track record the past, I don't know, basically the last generation wasn't that great. I mean, I love them. I think they're awesome developers, but I just don't know tying them up for an exclusive like this is going to be like...
They were just banking off of Ratchet and Clank by the end of last generation.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing, too. Like, I love Ratchet and Clank. Those games are just tons of fun. But it even seems like that series, no one really, at least as far as sales are concerned, no one really cares about Ratchet and Clank anymore.
I think that's because of the non-Insomniac Ratchet and Clank games kind of made that happen.
Yeah, it's more of having a glut of Ratchet and Clank just basing off the name, hoping to get as much money out of that as possible. As far as the company's concerned, they've been trying to put out the one title that will finally separate them from being the Ratchet and Clank studio. Like you said before, with Resistance, that was close enough, but I don't think they got enough hype behind that, even though they put out 3 games. Enough to say, hey, play this. Like, when they had the multiplayer beta, like, everybody was still playing that and not playing the game, even after the game came out. Then they come out with Fuse, and, like, again, you know, I completely blame EA, and then using testing groups saying, okay, well, it's not Call of Duty enough, so make it more Call of Duty, and then turn out to be what it is. I mean, it's not a great game. It's a decent game, but it's not what it should have been, especially since it should have been Overstrike. And now they finally have a chance to Sunset Overdrive. Like, it's not going to be anything that you have hyped in your mind, but the same token, like, unless you've seen demo footage of this or have been part of the beta, like, you don't really know what to expect out of this game other than what you've been told. It could be something completely different, it could be something stupidly awesome, and you just have to wait till it's out, and you get to hear and see the reviews. So that's what they have going for it. If it's stupidly awesome, everybody's going to want to pick it up, especially if an Xbox One. I don't know if it's going to be a system seller. Who knows? I'm looking forward to seeing what it is.
I mean, I hope it sells awesomely, because I would love to see, like, I mean, especially because it's a new IP, like, especially these days, like, new IPs just usually fail right out of the gate.
Other than Forza and Madden, I don't think there has been any real big top sellers as far as Xbox One is concerned that I've heard about. So they really need another big IP, and this could be.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, because like Titanfall, even though
Titanfall fucking disappeared after it was super hyped. Like, I still see stuff about like DLC, but it's not.
I don't think anyone can argue, except for maybe certain people I can think of off the top of my head, that.
Call them out.
What?
Call them out.
Oh, Primetime?
Time from assing out people. Go ahead.
Right. Would argue that, you know, it lived up to the expectations, and it's this, that, and the other. It definitely didn't. I mean, it sold like, I don't know what they're sitting at now, but let's say 1.5 million or something like that. But that was nowhere near. I mean, I'm pretty sure Microsoft was expecting like, you know, like Watchdog numbers, or even better than that.
Right.
Let's not. Yeah, they're expecting Call of Duty numbers.
They
right, exactly, right, yeah, Call of Duty numbers. I mean, yeah, so even better than Watch Dogs. I mean, you're talking about like that game didn't come anywhere near that. Like, I'm just, I hope they don't like expect. I don't know. I want the game to be successful, because I think this game does look legitimately, like, really good. Everything I've seen about it, really excited about it. But I just hope they don't kind of put it in the same, like, situation as Titanfall, and like, oh, we expect this game needs to be a system seller. It needs to sell 5 million copies, or we don't give a shit about it. Kind of thing. And then it has one game, and that's it. Like, I mean, I hope this game ends up being, like, a series. You know, they build off of it. I don't know. I just don't, because I know Microsoft, they really banked on Titanfall, and it just did not come anywhere near what they were expecting. I just hope it's not the same situation with that. I mean, and they're completely different games, obviously, but...
Other than Super Time Force, which is exclusive to Xbox One and I believe Steam right now, everything that Xbox One that is in the process of putting out or has already put out is basically everything has to be a tentpole title. Everything has to be very good or sell really great. And I don't want to say temper your expectations when it comes to Sunset Overdrive, because Insomniac knew what they were getting into when they came over to Microsoft to put out their brand new title. They're treating it as, this is going to be a tentpole title, this is going to sell systems, and we want everybody to buy this. This is going to be awesome without any imaginable compare. If it fails, that's on Microsoft for not pimping this game out more than they should have. They're still trying to bank on the whole Titanfall name with the DLC coming out. They're still trying to... I would assume when EA comes in or when E3 comes in, sorry, they're going to probably say something along the lines of, okay, well, we got rid of the Kinect, and now we're going to start talking bundles, maybe drop it off even more for more people to purchase our system. And I don't want to say, well, why bother buying a Microsoft Xbox One if it doesn't have any games to play on? That's why you really want a game like Sunset Overdrive to sell really fucking well. So maybe later on down the line, like Twig says, they're going to have a series based off of it, and then later on Insomniac has a home through Microsoft to be able to build out more and more titles that are awesome. Hopefully that spreads along the entire system. Now, if this thing fails, do you guys feel like Insomniac Studios is still going to stick around, or might disband because of it?
I don't see them disbanding, but I think they will go multi-platform from here on out. And I actually fully foresee that already after Sunset Overdrive, just because the install base itself is, not going to say small, but not big enough to support a AAA game by itself. You know what I'm saying?
I think by the time it comes out to 6 months later, they might knock down the price or sell it at a cheaper cost since it's a multiplayer type game. A lot of people in the same server. They would want to put this game out to as many of their customer base as possible. So I would look forward to, I don't know if they would sell it at 60. They're definitely not going to sell it at 40 considering how much money they put in, time they put into putting in this game. Maybe sell it like 45 later on down the road, or they'll say, okay, well, we're bundling Xbox One and Sunset Overdrive. So everybody gets a taste of this game. Obviously, they're going to put it on digital download. Maybe it'll be cheaper for digital download. Get shared with other people for time, whatever. So everybody gets a taste of this game. That's what they need to do. Otherwise, I don't see it failing, but at the same token, I don't see it as a humongous success.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. Is like what I'm worried about is that I don't think anyone can argue that basically since the original Xbox, like people that are hardcore Xbox, like they've been with the brand since the beginning, like shooters are huge on Xbox. You go back, Halo, you got Gears of War. Then Titanfall was supposed to be
the second coming.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Xbox, and of course, Xbox, the brand, Xbox brand always latched on, or at least last generation latched on to Call of Duty. They signed that agreement with them where they got all the content first and all that kind of stuff. I mean, everybody has a friend that only has an Xbox and they only play Call of Duty on it, or maybe a couple other games, but that's mostly they play shooters on it. I mean, it's a shooter console. Like the fact that Titanfall, this big shooter that they put tons of advertising money in, they bundled it with the console. They did everything you could possibly imagine, and it's still just basically just fizzled out. It really concerns me when you get this game that's like really interesting, looks super fun, and it's also going to be only on the Xbox, and it's not a shooter. It just really worries me that this game's going to come out, it's not going to sell well, and then you're never going to hear from it again.
If they produce
which is a shame because it looks awesome. Even with Fuse, for the people that played it, not that it's amazing, but it's definitely not a bad game by any means. So it's like Insomniac, as far as I can remember, has never made a bad game. All their games are pretty high quality.
Okay. I would say that with Titanfall, that came down to literally everybody that was going to buy it had purchased it already, had peeled through all the different modes and content within that game, and just immediately burnt themselves out. Like, everyone was so hyped about this game that they just leveled up consistently, prestige consistently, and then they were doing the content, especially since it's a multiplayer-only game. Like, the campaign itself is tied into the content online. Like, you can't play it offline. That shuts off a lot of the computer.
Well, that's a separate issue. You're talking about, like, it's one thing if the people that initially bought it they're bored with it at this point. That's all well and good. But this game was supposed to be a game where people that didn't even have the console yet, I need an Xbox One to play Titanfall. And that wasn't the case.
What I'm getting at is the lack of content. It didn't cause the downfall of Titanfall, obviously, but it definitely made that game take a hit. Now with Sunset Overdrive, we don't know exactly how much content's going to be in that game. We have a lot of reason to be positive about that title. Until it comes out, we don't know. Until we see more of it on E3, we don't know. It could be absolutely garbage on E3. We don't know. So we have a lot to be positive about. We've already seen what we've seen through Titanfall. And again, when I keep on going back to DLC, like, if you really dig playing Titanfall, if you really have a big group of friends or people you like to game with online that like to play Titanfall, you're going to continue to play Titanfall. It's just what it is.
What's the energy drink that's in Sunset Overdrive?
Don't know, don't care.
Swarley, I know you know this.
What?
What's the game's all based around? The energy drink.
I don't know.
Yes, that is real. The energy drink turned people into zombies.
Yeah. What's it called?
I don't remember.
Anyway, it's like orange. Like I could absolutely see Microsoft releasing a.
I think they actually did that through press releases, like when they were showing this off to news media. They were
I'm saying like an orange.
You're thinking like a Mountain Dew type of ordeal, but an actual in-game drink put out to the mass.
They would actually sell the like
what? A Sunset Overdrive themed console, because Microsoft is awesome at that. I wish Sony would jump on board.
I thought you were going to say they were going to put out the energy drink.
No, I could see that too. That would
because I'd buy the energy drink.
Yeah, that would definitely be interesting. But I could see them like day and date when this game comes out. Here's this like bright orange Sunset Overdrive theme.
Ugly that would
Xbox One.
You're seeing a controller like that, maybe.
Super ugly VCR. you want a Nickelodeon orange VCR.
Right.
That'd actually be pretty cool.
Right. I mean, I'm sure it would have some other accoutrements.
Oh, boy.
But
we can talk about this for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else from Microsoft you guys might be looking forward to? I heard
Forza
rumblings about Forza.
Yeah, Forza Horizon too, but
for me, at this point, after tasting other simulators, I don't really...
What? What'd you say?
I don't know what's going on in your
simulators,
mind. In your mind, Twig, but it's my desire for the motorsport side is dwindling, but it's been a long time since I've had an arcade racer that I've really fell in love with. I mean, last generation was pretty bare for what I'm looking for in that genre. Basically, it was Midnight Club LA and the original Forza Horizon. So I'm really looking forward to that. Finally getting an arcade racer I can sink my teeth into. That's about the open world, building the cars, whatnot. We're getting a new setting, Southern Europe. That should be pretty awesome. And another kick in the face to Turn 10, Playground Games. Well, in the first Horizon, they put in day-night cycles, which Forza Motorsport still doesn't have.
No, it does. No, it does. Drive Club.
Now
we're looking forward to not playing that game.
The game that still doesn't technically exist because it's not out.
Look.
You were part of the beta. You don't know.
Drive Club's going to be pretty legit, you guys. I have a feeling. I'm just saying. We might end up loving it.
But now Playground is putting in weather as well. Another thing. The Sim side. What?
Wet tracks? Like rain?
Well, we aren't on tracks. We're on streets. In Forza
Horizon. Wet streets.
Rain.
You know what else has that? Drive Club.
Yeah.
What, man? Look, I'm just kind of killing your vibe right now.
Okay, well...
what I'm saying is it's kind of funny that this this studio that was just brought in and they're on their second game is doing stuff that Forza, that Turn 10, who's made the motorsport side, they're on their 5th game, going on 6th, they still don't have. But yeah, I'm excited for that game.
I am too, because unlike Swarley, I much prefer arcade racing games. I thought there were a ton of great arcade racers last gen. I absolutely love Forza Horizon. Swarley can back me up. Once I started playing that game, I could not stop playing it.
It was great.
Nonstop.
Even just driving around and exploring was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And that's what it brought in a lot of the. It had kind of that MotorStorm aspect where it was like a festival going on. That was the whole aspect that was, basically the game was based on. And then you had kind of like the Burnout Paradise aspect as well, where you got the open world and you're smashing down signs, and then
that was kind of dumb.
Yeah, well, that part was dumb, but and I wasn't a big fan of like some of those. I can't remember what they were. Where you had to race like the biplanes and stuff.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
Those things, because some of those challenges were just ridiculously difficult and frustrating. But what was fun is just like being able to explore, open up parts of the map. Then you'll come across like a barn and find unlock a new vehicle, and then of course then it gets taken back to your base of operations, and then a guy fixes it up, and then you get to drive it later. It was just one of those games where once I started playing, I couldn't stop. Like I just want to see everything, and the online stuff was really fun too. I mean, I think Swarley, like you, JMS, maybe I think Garrett, maybe a couple other people. We played online that game a couple times, and that game was. At least I did. I had a ton of fun playing it. So
it was good shit.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Forza Horizon 2, because I didn't buy the first one when it first came out. Like I got it when it was on sale, and say it was like $30 or something, and I got it, and just super glad I bought it. I played it once I started playing. I couldn't stop. So I'm sure once this sequel comes out, I'm gonna just get it right away and love it. Probably.
Okay. Let's move on to EA, everybody's favorite video game studio.
Actually, I had a new
We're
idea.
not going to?
I had a new idea. Instead of going through and then coming back around through with what might be, we might as well just stick with each company and talk about confirmed stuff and then what they might show, instead of just shuffling through again later on.
So how do you want to do this exactly?
We'll just throw out some stuff that we think Microsoft is going to throw out at us.
Shitty games I don't want to play.
I mean, obviously we're going to get some Halo stuff.
You're going to get some Halo. You might get some Gears of War, because why the hell not?
Don't care.
I mean, Halo.
You got to rehash the shit.
But
they've already rehashed it with fucking Judgment, and it sucked.
But there's that Master Chief Collection that's been rumored. That's bringing 1, 2, 3, and 4 to the Xbox One.
Yeah. So. Okay. Yeah, I just heard about that today. I listened to Laser Time, their Vidgy Game Apocalypse podcast from 2 weeks ago or something like that, and that was the first I had heard of it. So that sounds like that would be pretty awesome. Instead of just doing a. So you're saying instead of them doing a Halo 2 anniversary, they're going to bring all Halo 1 through 4 to Xbox One?
That's a rumor. It's a rumor that I heard.
I mean, that would probably be a pretty good seller.
Because they're going to follow it up with Halo 5 is totally delayed until 2016.
Although if the rumor of them doing a Halo 2 anniversary, even if they just did that, I mean, Halo 2 was probably one of the biggest games in gaming in, I don't know, the last 15 years. It was huge. I can't even begin to imagine how many hours I wasted playing that game online, and I'm not a big online guy.
What I imagine is they'll probably do both. You can get the Halo 2 Anniversary separate, and then there's also going to be the Master Chief Collection. Because you know there are going to be a ton of guys who just want Halo 2.
Well, do you think the Master Chief Collection is just going to be like the single player or the co-op stuff? And
that I don't know. Because, we're at a point where there's nothing really... when you had Halo Anniversary, they just threw it on with the current Halo game multiplayer because they didn't want to split their crowd, but now you don't really have anything to worry about. So, it'll be interesting to see how they handle that.
That's what I'm saying. If they could somehow pull off a really HD version of Halo 2 with all of the maps and any... did they have DLC back then? I guess they did. That was one of the first games I think that had DLC. All of the DLC maps, everything in HD, and full online, not just like, this is, the Halo 5 online, but on Halo 2 maps or whatever the kind of nonsense they pull. They could do all that, the original stuff. Like, people would lose their fucking minds.
Yeah, I think that's what they have to do, at least with the Halo 2, is give the online, because that's what, even on VSN, that's what those guys are most looking forward to, is Halo 2 HD online.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Beer, him, I know he's huge. He and I, that dude was fucking ridiculous at Halo 2. We used to play, pretty much every day, you could guarantee that we'd be playing that game. MVP was on there. He was on there.
Better than Halo.
What?
No, it was better than Halo. SOCOM.
No.
Yep. Yep. You just don't know. You don't know. You don't get it.
No, I played SOCOM. It was definitely very fun. But
SOCOM's the best.
I don't know.
The best.
I'm sorry. You got a whole...
Halo is the reason we have shooters the way they are today.
I don't know.
Respawn.
I had a blast playing Halo. But.
Okay, so since we're going to prattle on and on about fucking Halo, anything else you're going to talk about when it comes to Microsoft, when it comes to all these different things that we fully expect to come out or want to come out for these different companies?
That was a rumor, bro. We're on hopes and dreams.
All right. Any other hopes and dreams when it comes to this company?
There could be something Gears of War, although, I was fully expecting something, but it wasn't maybe a week or so ago that said that, I don't even remember who's working on Gears now, but that they just started development on the new game. So maybe we'll get like a short CG trailer or something. I expect we'll probably get something for Fable. Either Activision will be there with,
oh yeah, because you're going to see Advanced Warfare.
Advanced Warfare will be at Microsoft's.
Right.
Maybe something from EA. Maybe like Madden. And then I expect they'll come out with something that we don't know about. What it is, who the hell knows. But Phil Spencer seems to be all about the games now, so I expect him to come out with something to surprise us. Oh, and what's that other exclusive what is it, Remedy's working on?
Fucking Evolve.
Quantum Break.
Yeah. Who is it?
Who the hell knows?
Rebellion is doing that?
What?
Alright, who was doing Evolve and who was doing Quantum Break?
Remedy's doing Quantum Break.
Yeah.
Okay. We saw that game. We saw a good deal of it at E3 last year, and then I don't think we've gotten a single piece of news from it since. But hopefully that game gets shown.
Well, they said I thought someone posted in the thread last week that they released some like little trailer basically saying, look out for us at E3 kind of thing.
Good.
Showing like a tiny bit of gameplay, and you got the guy that basically plays Max Payne.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, you can't sleep on that, because I fucking love Remedy. I love the Max Payne games. What's it called? Alan Wake is awesome. Fucking love Alan Wake. So, I definitely expect that game to be huge. And plus the fact that, isn't there, it's like original programming, like a TV show that's going to be coinciding with the game as well?
Maybe. I haven't heard anything about that in a long time.
I think they might have set up something as far as, like they do with Defiance and their RPG. Basically, there's a television show based off the game, but it has its own story type. So I think they might have, like, in-game characters that are characters on a show. Might be just be by name, like somebody's sister or cousins or some shit, but they have something in development.
Yeah, I'm always super excited to hear what they have in store, because
Remedy's good shit.
Yeah, Alan Wake, I believe, is another series, even though it was only technically one game plus a downloadable, that didn't really meet expectations for Microsoft. But man, oh god, this game
people
would
would
good.
lose their shit if there's an Alan Wake 2 announced.
Oh yeah, an actual Alan Wake 2 instead of American Nightmare or whatever. But yeah, love Alan Wake. Remedy's awesome, so definitely looking forward to that game. But I feel like also that Microsoft is gonna like really come like just hard with the indie stuff at E3. That's what I think. Just because Sony's been
kicking their ass in that department.
Yeah, just really pummeling them in the indie department. I have a feeling that at E3, Microsoft's going to be like, yeah, we got 15, exclusive indie games that are only going to be on Xbox One. And also, if you notice that they haven't announced any kind of, they always every year have a Summer of Arcade, and it's a pretty big deal that they always had on 360, and there's been no news, at least that I've heard of Summer of Arcade for 360 or Xbox One this year. So I can see them going, yeah, we got, this game, these big games, and you're going to be able to play them and they're going to be part of Summer Arcade in, a week or 2 weeks or whatever.
Oh, you know what I'd love for them to announce? 1 versus 100, The Return. I want this shit
was
back.
it, Chubby, right? Or Giangio?
Champ.
He's like huge 1 versus 100 guy.
Oh,
Yep.
I love that shit. Me and my buddies used to play that quite a bit.
Yeah, that was fun. That was really fun.
But yeah,
If they have any trivia game in any form, that'd be nice. I know they have one now for PlayStation 4 for like $10. That's like not even what it should be. It's you don't know Jack or anything. So anything like 1 versus 100 would be awesome.
yeah, let's go to EA.
Okay. Thank you. Let's see. According to this whole thing, EA is going to be doing EA World Premiere : E3 2014 preview, I guess. Just like they recently leaked Battlefield Hardline, they're going to do more footage on that, if not just have what they have as far as the conference call is concerned. Obviously, Madden, NFL 15, Dragon Age Inquisition, looking forward to that very much so. The Sims 4, and according to the news report that I looked at, I believe credit goes to GameSpot. EA was planning on making 6 alternative game announcements during E3, including a new game from Criterion, folks that did Burnout, DICE. They're talking about maybe Mirror's Edge 2 and Waystone Games. They recently put out a game as well that should be super exciting. So I know you guys are super excited about EA. What are you looking forward to? What do you think's going to happen?
I'm ready to see some single-player stuff for Battlefield Hardline.
I just want to see Battlefront. That's all I want.
That too.
I just want some Battlefront, and I'll be happy as hell.
The thing...
Oh my God, Twig, be quiet. Just be quiet.
I just think that you guys, I don't know if you're just looking at the Battlefront series with rose-colored glasses, but those games were not very good.
Shut your mouth,
liar!
Not very good.
You need to go away, and you have bad ideas.
Your puppy's pissing on the floor.
Horrible.
They were so boring.
Your face is boring.
Did you play with anybody, or did you just play against the fucking computer?
No, played online. They were.
I bet you thought Rogue Squadron sucked too, didn't it?
Oh my God, I've never played Rogue Squadron. So.
It's because you suck at life.
Yeah, Battlefront games. Really think you guys are putting those games in pretty high regard.
I think you're dog-peeding your Cheerios.
Yeah, you're dog.
Now don't get me wrong.
Like sheets.
Now, don't get me wrong. If DICE can make, again,
they're basically making Battlefield 4, but
exactly,
it's Star Wars.
Right. If
everybody loves
Battlefield,
shooters, and everybody fucking just is insane about Star Wars. Everybody's looking for the next good Star Wars game since they're starting, or they're still in the middle of production of the new Star Wars movies. So if this game does very fucking well, then they can make as much DLC as they want based off the movies coming out. That's what they're hoping for, I would assume, since they have the license. They're not making fucking Dark Forces 3 or anything like that.
Yeah, if they can definitely do that, even though, I mean, my wife would probably be pretty excited for that.
Lightsabers, man.
Yeah, she's a Star Wars nerd, so...
Laser swords.
She would.
Why do you hate laser swords?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You put two words together, and there's not a more perfect union than laser swords.
Awesome.
Laser swords.
Laser swords, man. Come on.
Personally, I still have a giant boner for Battlefield Cops. Basically, is what it is.
I think what I'm most excited about with that is that Visceral's doing it, so we might actually get a good decent story.
Right.
Because let's be honest, most Battlefield stories recently have been, to put it nicely, crap.
3 and 4 is a bother. Pretty much, just this is our Call of Duty story.
I'm so sick of the. I mean, maybe it's just because of my profession, but I'm just so sick of every time. Not every time, but a lot of times when you have, whether it's a police TV show or a police movie, now a police game, it's always the campaign follows this corrupt cop that is playing both sides of the law, and it's oh my God, really? Why couldn't it just be, dude doing what he's supposed to do? Nope.
I want it to be SWAT the movie video game.
I mean, it does look like. I mean, it basically looks like it's combining Battlefield and Payday, which sounds awesome in my book. I love it. I am disappointed that because I've been always holding out hope for a new Bad Company game because I love those games. I thought those were probably the best campaigns in the Battlefield series. Those characters were interesting and they were funny and the campaigns were fun. But this definitely does look like it's going to be. I mean, just all the different modes look crazy. It's like you're combining Need for Speed with Battlefield and Payday, which sounds incredible.
I like that they put so much time into the game. I think they said something about along the lines of that they put 2 years into the game, sometime around the same time as when Dead Space 3 had come out.
They had been in development a decent amount of time before Dead Space 3 launched.
Yeah, it's not just we need to push out a game and we happen to have it leaked, and guess what? It's a Cops game. We've put some time into this. We've gotten good named character actors to come in and play roles in our game, because apparently that's the biggest thing when it comes to shooters nowadays. And like Twig was saying, it's supposedly supposed to be a good police procedural type of single player, hopefully. And I'll show you the ropes on how to do stuff in the game until you actually play cops versus robbers in multiplayer. I do feel as though when it comes out, is it coming out this year?
Yep.
When it comes out, obviously it's going to have to go.
So it's going to get delayed until 2015.
They might just delay
Everything
it
else.
past when Advanced Warfare comes out. Because I mean, are they literally going to put this game up against the new COD and expect to get buku numbers?
Yeah, they will.
I don't think it's going to do well.
I don't know, dude. I mean, well, COD does have Kevin Spacey, so. But I think people really soured on Call of Duty, especially after this last one. Like, I think they're finally starting to just get burned out on that.
That has more to do with their fucking game not working at all, and less to do with what
Battlefield
the
4
game
didn't
is.
work at all, though.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Battlefield 4 didn't work forever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody's souring on the Battlefield franchise name because of that. I mean, yeah, you're going with annualization, but if Battlefield 4 didn't fail as far as servers and glitching and bugs and shit, and they just pushed the game out trying to go against COD because they need to get all that money, and it failed horribly. I just feel that Hardlines, since they're going through Visceral, obviously they're going to probably have more time to put together a good game and play against other shooters. I still feel like, even with the Battlefield name, it's not going to do well against COD, ever. I hope it does.
Wait, am I thinking of another game, or was this game the one that has 4-player co-op? Oh, no, that was, the Homefront. Which, that's EA too, right? Is that EA?
I don't know if a publisher's been announced.
No. Because, I mean, Crytek has always been with EA, right?
Not always.
Well, Microsoft with, what's called Rise, so.
I know they're using the same engine as Crysis 3 for the new Homefront game that's coming out. So, anyway, sticking to EA. You looking forward to anything from EA?
Battlefront, that's it. Like, I can turn everything off after that.
Don't care.
Show me some Battlefront, and I won't shit on you for 20 minutes.
Okay. Not to throw you into a whole, you like sports games type of thing.
They're all the same. I'm a sheep when it comes to Madden. It's always the same. Let's not kid ourselves. We just hope it's less shitty than the one before.
Okay.
Dude,
I mean, the one screen they had that was touched up looked pretty fucking good compared to last year.
Whoa. Pump the brakes for a second.
Okay.
What are you talking about? It's always the same. This next game, hold on.
Changes everything.
Hold
Literally.
on to your seat. Tattoos, bro. Fucking real life, legit tattoos.
It's a big thing. It's a huge thing.
Yeah, this is gonna really appease those guys. Like from
it's the same guys. It's the same guys that whine about sweatbands and stuff.
Yeah,
exactly.
hand towels and shit. Yeah.
Jimmy Sim, you want the right equipment that they wear on TV, right?
What do you call that site, Dizzle? Spaghetti.
Padre.
Spaghetti Father.
Big spaghetti father.
Yeah.
Operation Sports.
Yeah, the other one. Yeah, but those guys that have just been forever, instead of just enjoying a game and playing it for fun, it's like, oh my god, that guy's dreadlocks are 3 inches shorter than they are in real life, and that guy's hand towel is not the right color, and that kind of stuff. Those guys are super stoked.
Right. But as far as gameplay is concerned, it's all the same. It's football. It's basketball.
Now see, and that's the thing, though.
NBA Live isn't even going to be there. So it's just football.
You said you preferred the PS4 version of Madden to the PS3 version, right?
Truth.
See, I did. I had way more fun with the PS3 version than I had with the next gen version. Way more. Wasn't even close.
I had a lot more fun because they cut better the PS4 version. They did.
Well, man,
It's one of those little things kind of situations.
maybe the Xbox One version was different than the PS4 version.
Doubtful.
But I cannot stand that version. Not to mention that the character models look horrible. Their heads look like they were scrunched into their bodies.
You know, Bill's going to hate us, right?
What? Well,
Did they not have the official Bear sweatbands?
No, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, yep. They didn't do the Super Bowl shuffle properly. So yeah, I mean, I'm on like season 5 of my online Dynasty with my buddy. So on the PS3 version, I love that version. Love it. I just was not a fan of the next gen version at all.
Yeah, it is what it is. But it's all the same. I mean, again, let's not kid ourselves. It's all the same.
Oh, I'm looking forward to FIFA. Because my grandma's playing that shit.
Again,
What?
all the same.
Of course you would. European
Just because you hate fucking soccer doesn't mean the world hates soccer, Twig.
Well,
I'm sorry you're such a fucking close-minded person.
Move to Europe.
Oh my God.
Europe.
Twig,
Fucking
the
caveman.
World Cup is getting ready to start. This is like the most exciting soccer
Yeah.
time.
Dude, like literally everybody in the country for like, I don't know, a good couple months depending on how long the team lasts is like
They're
being
not
in
gonna
the
last
Team USA.
It's
Until
totally
the
not
Olympics, that is it. It's a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
I love
And
the
everybody, well,
It's
not
just
everybody,
great
but it's starting to see bigger numbers here in the States.
Okay. Can you and Swarley just move to Europe?
No.
You with your soccer, Swarley with his Formula One, just move to Europe.
Yeah, because it's not like F1 isn't in North America this weekend.
Yeah.
F1 racing actual space in fucking racing leagues.
You guys fired.
You're a piece of garbage that doesn't like anything that you don't like.
All right,
You
so
don't even like Battlefront. What's
Yeah,
wrong?
dude.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
this is
You know
Move
what?
on.
That's
Move
European too.
Where-
Take your
where?
Star Wars, your Formula One.
That is an
Alright.
American classic.
time for Swarley to talk about what he's excited about from EA.
Okay, what you excited about, bro?
Dude.
Obviously, Battlefront.
See?
I
Fucking
mean,
Star Wars.
come on.
Wait a second. No, don't even try it. This motherfucker's screen name on PlayStation is Wookiee, okay?
I know, right?
Don't act like you're surprised that he's excited about that.
See? I'm just saying, everyone wants Battlefront, bro.
Come on, bro.
No, it's just-
Everyone.
I'm really hoping to see something from the Mirror's Edge reboot. That the last one was it's such an underrated game. It's so fun. Story, complete shit. But man, the platforming in that game is the best.
The ending was booty.
What?
The ending was booty.
Who gives a shit? The whole game was fucking fun as hell. I'm hoping we get to see something.
What? Whoa. Why does it sound like someone's playing a game right now?
I don't know. It might be. Continue.
Son of a bitch.
I'm hoping to see something from Visceral Star Wars game. We have no idea how far along they are.
What if it's another Knights of the Old Republic?
Don't they have to still work on fucking the online MMO that's free to play now?
Just kill that.
That's
just let it
BioWare.
die and give me actual Knights of the Old
Wait,
Republic.
do you really think... First of all, how big has Visceral gotten where they can be working on Battlefield and...
Well, they were working on
So,
Battlefield
in the Old
and Dead
Republic-
Space.
BioWare? Now that I think about it?
BioWare's...
I was going to say,
The
there's
Old
no way
Republic.
a company like Visceral would be working on like an RPG like Knights of the Old Republic. I don't see
They
that.
should let it happen.
I don't see that.
If an RPG happens, it'll be from BioWare.
On it.
I think Visceral's will be a third-person action adventure, but I mean, we don't really know how far along they are on it. Hopefully, there's something to show.
Is that like 1313 games that definitely dead?
No, I think it's super dead.
That's fucked, dude.
Like super dead.
Super
That's
dead.
dead.
Yeah, like the Dragon Balls can't bring it back.
Except for at E3 when they're like, boom, bitches, 1313 back. Developed by Visceral Games.
Legit.
I would wet my
Legit,
pants.
BioWare walks on the stage and be like,
And I
we know you guys love Mass Effect, but Knights of the Old Republic. And they high-five and walk off the stage.
Considering they're trying to put together the trilogy for next gen. to download my Who.
No one wants that.
I do.
I don't. No one wants it.
You hate that game so much, like it stole your lunch money.
No, it's not my fault that I can tell you what's wrong with the game, and you just ignore me. You just ignore me when I tell you exactly what's wrong, and you know I'm telling the truth.
It has a lot wrong with it, but in the general scheme of things,
you know what's better
like
than all those games?
In the general scheme of things, we're going to move to Ubisoft.
As a whole, it's awesome.
They
should be talking about Ubisoft. Is that what you're telling me about? Yeah, we should probably move on. So just wasting everybody's time on Mass Effect. Ubisoft. You started 5 Eastern Monday.
They're going to show some stuff.
Yeah, they got a big list so far that they previewed. Assassin's Creed Unity. It's going to be awesome. Far Cry 4, awesome.
Maybe.
Far Cry 4.
You shut your mouth if you don't like Far Cry 4.
I just said maybe.
Oh,
maybe.
Far Cry 4
I'm just saying Unity's a now.
Unity's going to be fucking
Unity's going to be a nah.
Smooth animations that are going to be in Far Cry 4.
Animations, you look at the Division.
I'm going to
push, though.
Twig, I'm going to smoothly animate my wiener to your forehead.
Whoa!
Mushroom tapping. Okay. Anyways, they also have talks about The Crew and a game called Valiant Hearts: The Great War. Barely knew anything about it. Apparently it's based off of stories and letters and things from World War I. So if you're into story-based games, there you go. It's nothing like a shooter or anything else. It's nothing that Twig is going to play at all, ever.
And The Division.
And The Division.
Wasn't there some...
Division.
Yeah, wasn't there some Japanese-ass, game called Valiant Hearts or something like that before?
Valkyrie Chronicles?
No.
Fucking dog?
No, I know that. There was definitely a Valiant Hearts or something Hearts game.
Kingdom Hearts?
No.
Vagrant Hearts?
Jesus Christ. Yes, maybe that was it. Vagrant Hearts. Is that from the same, line of games, or no?
It's an RPG, yeah. That you don't play because you hate them. Anyways,
zero interest in that.
What are we looking forward to as far as Ubisoft's concerned?
The Division.
The Division and The Crew.
I'm usually not much into car battling games outside of Mario Kart, but the fact that it's an MMO, it has my ears are perked.
Right, there's some interest.
I'm pretty sure there's more than your ears being perked. Let's be honest.
My wiener's not perked quite yet. Definitely looking forward to Far Cry 4. Loved Far Cry 3. I spent so many hours just exploring that game, and now they're going to a setting that's quite different. So I'm excited to see some gameplay from that. I know this will get a groan from the one-armed assassin, but let's be honest, I'm looking forward to seeing some stuff from AC Unity.
It's very ironic that he's the one-armed assassin, and he hates Assassin's Creed.
Dude, look, it just left a terrible taste in my mouth. I can't even do it. I just can't.
I'm not saying you're a bad person for not liking it. I'm just saying I find it ironic.
It's just gross. It's like herpes.
What the past couple of years, Ubisoft has definitely been the conference that kind of drops the mic with the big unexpected announcement. I'm crossing my fingers that this year maybe they'll fucking finally bring back and show Rainbow Six Patriots.
Never.
Shh, you gotta believe.
You gotta believe. Rapper, I hear you.
Hold on, real quick.
What?
Real quick. My wife wants to tell Dizzle something. Huh?
You have a small penis?
Caitlin the Cops on the mic.
I already knew that. Hi, Mrs. Twig.
What do you want me to tell?
That Twig has a small penis. We knew that.
Oh. Love you. The psycho from Borderlands 2. Yep. Oh, she says good.
She needs to get some Borderlands 2 in sometime.
Tomorrow. She said.
Everybody get the pre-sequel on PC.
God I need that.
I'll do it now.
I need that game so bad. I need it in my veins.
I'm getting no piece.
Wow.
I'll do it now.
Yes!
Fuck a digital download. Dizzle wants the heroin cooked edition.
I need the fucking disc, man.
That trailer, I know we're going off topic. Super.
Fucking Moon
that
Dance,
trailer
baby.
was so crazy.
It is.
Right.
Second of it.
I love that shit.
Everybody
by Harmonix. But anyway, my opinion on Assassin's Creed is I just wish they'd pump the brakes on that series just so I could catch up. I'm still on Brotherhood, dude.
I don't give a damn about the story. Just give me a pirate ship and let me go around and just take out forts and shit.
I just want them to slow down with this annualization every year. This new Assassin's Creed game. Can you slow down? Let's take a break for a second so I can catch up.
Not everyone buys $60 coasters. People play games.
Yeah, Twig.
This is true.
Yeah. Hey, I did buy Assassin's Creed 4 for $30 for PS3, and
you haven't even beaten Brotherhood.
Did the $10 upgrade for PS4.
Yeah, you still got
you have to go through the American Revolution before you can get
2.5
there.
games to go through.
Oh, just skip 3. Just skip 3.
Yeah, I have not heard good things about that, but I feel like I have to play it. But anyway.
Assassin's Creed's booty, you guys. Just booty.
Alright. Are we allowed to move on, Swarley?
Yep.
Okay. Pause the game here real quick.
You son of a bitch. I'm going to pause the game real quick.
I'm actually listening to you guys. Let's talk about Sony, since we're all Sony fanboys. Okay, according to GameStop, they're going to be displaying at least 70 games at this booth on the show floor. Holy shit. They're going to start their conference Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. After this, starting on Tuesday at 3 Eastern, for 3 days, Sony's going to provide live demos, interviews, trailers, stuff like that. There's a big-ass fucking list.
Movie theaters. At
movie theaters. Apparently, if you get a ticket in a movie theater, you get something.
Hardline beta access.
All right, so first, before I get into what I'm going to get into.
Yeah?
The whole movie theater thing, it's got to make you think they've got an ace. They've got an ace up their sleeve of something.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
That's the first thing I said when I saw it. I'm like, they have to have something just absolutely insane.
I mean, it's got to be something on Watch Dogs Division announcement type level.
Or a new Red Dead. What?
Right.
What?
Yeah, Red Dead Revenge.
That's what my thoughts.
I don't think that's going to be Sony exclusive, though.
That's what my thoughts are, too. It's like, they're doing this movie theater thing. They have to be super excited about something. They want as many people as possible to see it. But the other side of that coin, I'm thinking, how many people even know about this movie theater thing? Except for
they sold out stupid quick.
Giant nerds like us.
I think they sold out in like 24 hours or something.
Yeah, it's all big city stuff like New York, LA, some stuff in Texas.
Like Jacksonville was the last to sell out, and it sold out the next day.
All right, but seriously,
that's because at first they thought they were selling Jaguars tickets, and then like, oh, it's for Sony. Oh, okay.
Let's be real. We all know that Naughty Dog will be there.
Yep.
With Uncharted, and it is going to melt faces.
Faces will melt.
I mean, let's be honest. They're gonna set that stupidly big high bar for console graphics.
I'm looking forward to that Subway demo for multiplayer.
Hey, let me ask you guys, when you first saw the original Uncharted, I don't know about you guys, but my face pretty much melted off then.
Right?
I started at 2 and I went back to 1.
Well, it doesn't matter about 2.
I can't imagine what this new Uncharted's going to look like. I mean, literally, my eyes might burn right out of my face.
I mean,
I've said it before. Naughty Dog had started. They started the revolution towards the whole cinematic gameplay. They started and perfected it. It's going to be so dumb. Like, seriously, eyes will bleed.
Like, I mean, we saw how gorgeous The Last of Us looked on an ancient console. Can you imagine what their new engine is going to look like.
Oh my god!
I'm getting giddy just thinking about it.
Well, see, that's what I think. I think probably one of the biggest deals is like, oh, by the way, next gen or HD. Well, not really HD because it was already HD, but PS4 version of The Last of Us. Boom.
Go get it now.
New Uncharted. Boom. And then, oh, by the way, we may have been working on this third brand new game right here in your face. Boom. And then they just drop the microphone and walk off the stage.
I'll be quite honest, I really hope we get an Uncharted collection for PS4.
I don't think I need that. I don't need that. I think what they should do, they have to make PlayStation Now work, so they cannot be up-resing all these games. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think Naughty Dog would work on it themselves.
They have to make PlayStation Now work.
Right.
Yeah.
Didn't they say something about how they're going, unless we just talked about it, I wasn't listening, didn't they say something about how they might possibly be up-resing the first game? Or making, re-releasing it as a PlayStation 4 game with new stuff in it, but basically retelling the first.
They just did the first game, that'd be a failure.
Although, you gotta admit, though, that would make sense, because if you're going back, when they did, they re-released PS2 games as trilogies on PS3, HD versions. Could you imagine the Uncharted trilogy on PS4? That is boner jams.
See, when the rumor originally started about an Uncharted collection, it included the Vita version as well.
Oh,
God, that'd be so awesome.
What?
But I mean, I think it would obviously have to come from some other studio, because Naughty Dog's working on The Last of Us Remastered, Uncharted 4, and they've got their next game in early development too.
Who thinks they're gonna say go pre-order Uncharted because it comes out Friday?
No, nope.
You don't think it happened?
Nope.
That's how dates match up.
I do not think it's even coming out in 2014.
I'm not Uncharted. Last of Us.
I think.
Oh no, it's coming out.
I think it'll come
next
out
week.
I definitely think Last of Us. Last of Us might be one of those E3 surprises where they're like, "Hey, welcome to E3." And look underneath your seats.
I think they'll announce.
There's your copy of The Last of Us PS4.
I think it'll come out Friday the 20th, because when that rumor came out about the 13th, and there was that picture of that British game store poster. They did specifically come out and say it will not release on June 13th. But they didn't say it wouldn't come out the next.
Yeah, but
I think it's
also
going to be
said
the 10th.
he wasn't showing up at E3 to show Twisted Metal, and that happened.
It's not going to be the 13th. It's going to be the 10th.
Yeah, tomorrow.
The day after the press conference, they're going to be like, by the way, hit up your games tomorrow.
Midnight.
Boom.
I think they'll announce that it's either the following Tuesday or following Friday.
I'm just looking forward to seeing some drafts on PlayStation 4. That's just me.
Guys, y'all know I won't get to have my fangirl moment this year.
Yeah, I did see that announced today.
Square already told me no. Even though 2.5 will be there. But Square already said no, they're not going to do it to me. So it'll be Tokyo Game Show is my next hope for my Kingdom Hearts love. That's right.
Unfortunately, the only person even remotely close that would care about that, my wife, she's already went up to sleep, so sorry.
I am excited to see. I want some in-depth stuff on the Order.
Yep.
I want some more meat for that game.
You do always want more meat.
I like meat. I didn't say I like man meat.
Yeah, you love meat.
You want some mayonnaise?
But I think they'll throw out a good chunk of gameplay presentation for that. I think they'll bring out somebody on stage and they'll play through it, like a level or something.
How much time do y'all think it's going to be spent on Vita?
Like 2
Just
minutes.
5 minutes.
Hey, we've got a PS4 Vita bundle and on to Uncharted.
Yeah!
They basically have to tell everybody the Vita is basically another PlayStation 4 controller, and it's just like a better version of the Wii U gamepad.
I think they've really moved on from it, and now they're just basically selling it as an indie platform / controller.
That's not too bad, especially all the cross-buy games that are coming out. And like you're saying before, the indie game, like they just came out with 1001 Spikes that you could play on PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, free plug. It's cross-buy. So anyone can just download it, just put it onto your fucking Vita now.
So it's Pixel
What about
that too.
What about PlayStation Now? Also available on Vita.
They're not going to get anything
PlayStation
beyond
Now
some
on
PlayStation 3 games. They're going to have PlayStation 2 games, though.
You're in an airport and you can play.
You said you're in.
Uncharted.
Twig said you're in.
What?
I said you're in.
You said urine.
You said urine. Say your word. Anyways, yeah.
I want to see some PlanetSide 2 as well.
Yeah.
Oh god, you and your PC games.
That's going to be... I'm not going to bring up, like... The closest thing would be, like, what? MAG? Where they have multiple battles on one big huge edge
MAG.
map?
It's MAG on crack. You know how much I love me some MAG.
I think they'll throw out something
how much
for,
you love you some crack.
For H1Z1.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should show some H1Z1.
I see that, but I'm like, fucking... It just reminds me of DayZ just for consoles. Not that that's bad.
Well, it's PC first.
Yeah. I'd rather play DayZ before I play that. But I mean, if it's awesome...
I want
Sony Online Entertainment, whatever.
What I'm hoping is they show some gameplay and talk about what sets it apart.
Yeah. All right. So should I go through the 70?
No.
70 game list.
No, it's a lot of games. It's a lot of games.
Well, they got Destiny. That's going to be shown.
Kingdom Hearts 2.5.
Diablo 3 Ultimate Evil Edition.
Oh,
yeah. 4. Awesome. Drive Club, obviously. Dynasty Warriors. Gundam Reborn. Giant fucking robots. Awesome. Galaxy, the Dimensional, should be pretty good. Hohokam, they've been on and off pimping that out, and that's finally going to come out.
In August.
Yes. Hotline Miami 2, Wrong Number. Awesome. Let's see, Killzone, Shadowfall, Intercept, that's going to be the DLC that's coming out soon. Like I said before, Kingdom Hearts, Lego Batman 3 is going to be playable. Mobius Show 14 is going to be playable. Nidhogg looked pretty cool from what I've seen on PC. Oddworld New and Tasty. Apparently going to be showing off new footage of that. Let's see. Just had Pixel Junk. You can play that now.
Swarley, get Activision to send me a copy of Diablo.
Do it. Oh, man, I want to play that game so bad, but...
I still play Diablo on a daily.
I mean, the only thing that's stopping me from buying it now on PC is I really want to play it on PS4.
Yeah. What else they have? Secret Ponchos. It's going to be pretty cool. Here's some good things. Shadow Warrior. Seeing on PC look pretty titties.
There's going to be so much stuff. I can't wait. I love E3 time.
Tales of Zillia 2. You're a big RPG fan. The Crew. Golf Club. We just had I think whoever it was, I think it was Bill, had a big interview with the people from Golf Club.
Yes, he did.
The Order 1886, obviously, is going to be pretty cool. The Swapper, I heard some good things. We did not talk about EA Sports UFC. I think they just had an interview with that, too, from the non-existent episode. What else? Zen Pinball 2 is going to have the Walking Dead table pack. Yay. So, what else? We just talked about how there's going to be the bundle. They were PS4 and Vita, and allegedly, a long time ago, a French Amazon site had mentioned that there's going to be a PS4 Vita deal, and now there's an official Best Buy circular featuring PS4, the Vita, and a copy of Borderlands 2 for Vita, all for $560. So allegedly that was supposed to be one of the biggest announcements from Sony this year for E3, but since Amazon leaked it, I imagine they're super pissed with them. But for $60 more than it would have cost you to buy an Xbox One, you get a Vita. Borderlands 2, for Vita is alright, and you get a PlayStation 4, so it's not too bad. So, yeah, looking forward to all that stuff. Let's talk about everybody's favorite company, Nintendo, for day 2. No official press conference, but apparently they're going to hold their own presentations throughout the week. They have something called the Nintendo Treehouse, where people get to talk to some of the industry names from Nintendo. Obviously they're going to have definitely. That's going to be pretty cool to see, especially with the robot Reggie Fils-Aimé. Nobody's body is ready for that.
Yeah, I'm ready for Jeff Keighley to push Reggie's buttons.
Just smack him in the face. Fucking talk to me, you son of a bitch. You will speak to me.
Tell me about Donkey Kong now.
I want my son. Tell me where my son is. Anyways, also new Smash Brothers is going to be playable during the event. A big tournament on that. So if you've been waiting on that shit, there you go.
The only thing I want to see from Nintendo is fucking Zelda U.
I want to see them do a new fucking title that isn't Metroid, Mario, Zelda, Kirby.
Metroid's been put on the back burner for life.
I think it's...
Give me a new IP that's not fucking...
That's never going to happen.
I think it's past the point where...
They have to skate on their big names?
Yeah. I mean, you're into a console generation now. People have already chosen their sides. I don't think... And you've got a console with Nintendo that's behind in specs. I think the only thing that can keep the Wii U anywhere near relevant is them putting out their beloved franchises for now.
Well, what they have to do is basically, they're skating off of Mario Kart 8. Not that Mario Kart 8 is bad. That's selling the system right now. It's what they do after. And they have to do that with the C3 conference.
Give me Zelda. I want Zelda so bad. I want it inside of me.
Twigg, Nintendo, what are you looking forward to? Without dying.
I'm sorry.
It's token up in the background now.
Did you get enough mayonnaise? Is it a little too salty? It's a little too salty for you.
Oh, I bet.
Swarley really, well, I'm kind of scared a little bit.
Well, you're the one joking. You're scaring us.
Nintendo, Twigg.
What do you want?
The thing I'm most looking for, well, one, I would like to see them fucking get with the times a little bit.
Never.
Nope. Not gonna happen.
Yeah, you're probably right. I actually think, I know you said Metroid, they're putting on the back burner. I'd rather see a new Metroid game. Maybe go back to the legit old school Metroid side scroller where you have to unlock new abilities to be able to access previous areas, all that kind of stuff. But HD, that would be awesome. Like, what was it? Super Metroid, that's like obviously the one everyone harkens back to. But on Wii U, amazing. I think that's what they need to go with. Okay. That would get people excited.
I know a lot of people are excited for Smash. It's not really my type of thing.
Nope.
I mean, I get the hype, and I know people are super crazy excited. And I still think the different launch dates for the different platforms is still so stupid.
If you can't bring your own locks,
it's actually pretty smart.
The system is fucking stupid.
See, I mean, I don't disagree with the idea. I just would have switched them.
Nah, it's pretty smart because it's almost forcing the double dip. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if they have character exclusives that you can only get through 3DS to go from 3DS to the Wii U, like port overs and shit like that, if they had that going, then yeah, double dip away. But if it's just two versions of the same game, one's downscaled for 3DS, one's for Wii U with more characters, I don't know, unless you absolutely need your Smash.
Look, it's almost forcing a double dip because the people want their Smash. So you get the people that's going to buy it as soon as it comes out for the 3DS. They're definitely going to buy it for the Wii U.
The Game Facts character battle crew.
It's like buying it for the Wii U is almost it's a definite because you want your couch your couch battles. Invite people over, play some Smash. But to get your Smash, get your Smash Brothers in early, you get it for the 3DS. It's like I said, they're forcing to double dip. It's like you can get Smash right now for the 3DS and then get it again for the Wii U.
And I really hope this year that Reggie doesn't completely hype an announcement and then have it be something like, oh, Wii Fit Girl's coming to Smash.
Got a lot of internet fucking memes from that shit. Rule 34 had a field day off of that. Day one.
That was the worst.
No.
But yeah, I want to see Zelda on the Wii U.
You might be able to see some Dynasty
Zelda
Warriors via Zelda.
I don't care about that. I want Zelda U.
Maybe they give you like Kid Zelda or something.
Shh.
It's coming. You know it is.
Zelda U.
Okay. Alright. So, we've covered all the big names that are going to do their own thing. What else are you guys looking forward to when it comes to E3?
I'm really hoping they're going on the All Access on Spike/Game Trailers on Monday, right after the the Microsoft conference. Crystal Dynamics, I got my fingers crossed that they're going to announce Tomb Raider 2, or going to reveal Tomb Raider 2 gameplay, trailer, whatever, and its official name. That's what I'm hoping.
You think it's T-Rex and mummies?
No.
Every game's automatically better if there's a T-Rex.
I heard a rumor that there might be a Dino Crisis coming soon.
What else? I know I wrote some stuff down. Would love to get some new information, gameplay, a trailer, something on Triad Wars from the Sleeping Dogs universe. We got the announcement that the game existed. What was that? October or November, and we got like a little picture or something early spring or something like that. But I am ready for some more Sleeping Dogs. Played through it twice. I want more.
Okay. What about you, Twig? What are you looking forward to E3 besides everything from any big company?
Besides anything from any big company.
Besides the stuff that we talked about, what are you looking forward to? Like third-party games, things like that.
Final Fantasy?
That's not even going to be there, man.
Twig is so bummed.
I'm so sad. Really.
Yes.
Like, even Final
Please
Fantasy
look forward to our next Final Fantasy conference.
Kingdom Hearts 2.5 is basically what I'm most looking forward to.
That's a lie. Don't even kid yourself.
No, yeah, definitely, like Swarley said, Tomb
Even
Raider.
though Birth by Sleep is one of the best ones in the entire series. True story.
Tomb Raider, that's just the dumbest name. Japanese, stupid game name ever.
Well, anyway, it made
your
sense.
game pick. Go.
It totally made sense.
Tomb Raider, definitely Tomb Raider 2, and what, the Sleeping Dog info would be awesome, because goddamn, I love that game. Played 100% completion on both the 360 and PS3 version, so fucking loved it. I would also love to see Sony say, by the way, you guys remember The Last Guardian coming out? PS4.
Ever.
I don't even care. I don't even care about that.
And by the way, remember when we announced an exclusive with Rockstar, The Agent, coming out?
Nope. That's dead.
So, yeah, those two. I know those are pie in the sky dreams.
Twig's got some hopes and dreams there.
Uh-huh. That's what I was saying.
Oh, I left out. I don't know how likely it is, since CD Projekt Red is all on The Witcher 3 hype train right now, because it's getting ready to release within the next year. But it'd be cool to see some Cyberpunk 2077.
I believe you.
I mean, again, I think it's doubtful because they don't want to take away from The Witcher. Just like I don't think we'll see any Mass Effect because BioWare doesn't want to take away from Dragon Age. But it'd be cool.
Just give me my fucking... I don't care if it's all downloadable. Just... I need it, man. Just give me the multiplayer for Mass Effect 3.
But
You're dumb. You're dumb.
I'll be quite honest. The number one thing I'm looking forward to is hearing Nolan North's voice as Nathan Drake. Everything else, I don't even care. Well, that's not quite true, but
you do know Troy Baker's better than Nolan North, right?
What?
Troy Baker's better than Nolan North. I said it.
Dude, they're both going to be in Shadow of Mordor.
I know.
That's so sexy.
I know. But it's just like Assassin's Creed.
Brokeback Mountain 2, Nolan North, and Troy Baker.
I'd watch it. You know you would too, Twigg.
I would.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. It's the Joker telling Nathan Drake, "I wish I could quit you."
Jay, what are you excited to see? What are you hoping for?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, hell. Give me more on Evolve. I need a fucking Left 4 Dead game for next gen.
I was going to say, good call. Left 4 Dead 3.
They'd never pull out a 3.
Roll up.
Valve will never make a 3.
Left 4 Dead 2.5.
Yeah, seriously.
Or just they're already bringing it to arcade cabinets in Japan. Just port the PC. I don't care if you upres or not. Just bring it over. Left 4 Dead 2 multiplayer over to next gen. I'll download whatever you need me to do, man. I need that in my life.
Jay and his zombies.
No. What else? Dying Light. I'd like to see some more of that stuff since that's more zombies.
Jay and his zombies.
What else?
Zombies?
No. I want
Last of Us 2, more zombies.
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Zombies.
Zombies. Nazi zombies.
Nazi zombies. Nazis are back, and they're undead. Again!
Walking Dead Survival Instinct 2.
Fuck you. In your stupid face. I hate that game so much I haven't played it. What else? Lego Batman 3? No. It'd probably be a pretty good game. I don't know. I like to see Oddworld new and tasty. I dug the 2 games they had for that. I really didn't play anything like the other 2 games after that shit. Munchie's Odyssey, I never played. Travelers, I never played. Kingdom Hearts, but they're not showing that. I want to see Hotline Miami 2. See what they do with that.
Ooh, yeah, there you go.
Ooh, you know what would be cool at Nintendo if they announced Lego Undercover 2.
There you go.
Chase So-and-So.
Definitely my favorite Lego game.
Give me more Lego The Hobbit. Just find some more games for me to play. Some more books to take some shit out of that you don't need.
Lego Uncharted.
Give me an actual Lego Last of Us. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be great.
Other than that, I don't know. Do something with the Vita, please.
That's not going to happen.
Otherwise, whatever, man. That's about it for me. Anybody else?
Indies. More indies.
Yeah. Games, cheaper to make, easy to produce, easy to put out. That's all the game.
That message was sponsored by Maynard. Which, speaking of Maynard, I miss him.
He probably hates indies because they're not graphically advanced.
Oh, I know he hates them. That's why I said it.
Like, he probably think Nidhogg is like the worst thing ever made, but it looks so fun.
So for those of us who don't know any and everything about VirtualSportsNetwork.com, sign up for the forums. You'll be able to pick up on people like Primetime and Maynard. And
no, Primetime's not there no more.
Neither
blah,
is Maynard.
blah. Mr.
Maynard
Bill.
hasn't been there in a while.
Nobody cares. Skip over to final thoughts so we get out of here. No, you got any final thoughts?
E3 is going to be so legit. No sleep.
Really? Final thoughts?
What?
Got any final thoughts?
Monday is by far my favorite day of the year, so
Oh, yeah.
I'm already starting to sport a little win.
I hate you, Bill. I hate Bill for being able to go.
Oh, we just gotta get that whole AT&T contract, and we're good to go. We know your secret, Bill. Secret's out. Twig. Well thought.
I'm
How
kind of
about how you have a tiny penis? Keep going.
Yeah, that, and I'm kind of disappointed that Surge Conference is at 9 p.m. Eastern Time because I'll probably be asleep by then because I'm old.
Grow up.
You're going to grow up.
Stay up late.
He's too grown up. He is past the point of growing up. He's grown up, and he's aging rapidly.
Right.
He's going to turn
I'm
to
wearing
dust.
adult diapers.
Go get your Metamucil
There you go.
You better just make a pot of coffee and call it a day.
and your
I'm
Centrum Silver.
I'm munching on Centrum Silver right now.
Oh, my God.
Do you have the gummies?
God,
He's probably got the
Jesus
gummy
Christ.
Do I have
We
what?
can't hang out with you anymore, Twig. You're too old.
You're straight
fucking
grandpa status.
You had better stay up for that shit.
Oh,
Because
dude,
there's a drunk cast to be done.
Dude, my cousin
I can't be shit-faced on one. Fuck.
is going to the theater thing, so I'm kind of disappointed I can't join him.
Cousin Monto.
Yeah, that's the one.
Shout out to Cousin Monto.
Yep.
You can totally go. You can go.
He and I went to that Uncharted 3 theater experience thing many years ago.
Free blowjobs, you got that thing, we're awesome. Anyways, yeah, final thoughts. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Everybody who showed up today to do the pre-E3 podcast, since we're looking forward to upcoming Monday, where everybody, the grandmother that's not named Nintendo, will be doing their thing. So, without further ado, everybody say goodbye so we can get out of here.
Later.
Love you.
Smooches.
Bye, everybody.
Shout out to
Thank you
the
for
Turd
listening.
Buckets.
There you go. Click on them links, man.
And send poop to Jay's house.
Yep.
You. Do not send shit to my house. I will be very
Actually,
happy.
you send shit to Jay's house.
Do not.